Hey Scorpio, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica and I am so glad that you found me. Thank you for being here and spending some time with me. This is your June full moon oracle card reading. Let's talk a little bit about that full moon. We've got a full moon that we will experience either on June 8th or 9th, depending on where you live on the planet. This full moon will be playing very well with Saturn in Sagittarius. This is occurring in your second house. Then we've got Jupiter, the planet of increase, excess, expansion, and achievement, going direct in Libra, and this is your 12th house. I'll get into what those houses mean in a minute, but that's the major energy that's going to be going on for the full moon for us. So, this full moon is going to be at almost 19 degrees of Sagittarius, and the Sabian symbol that goes with that degree is pelicans menaced by the behavior of men seek safer areas to bring up their young. Sabian symbols were created in 1925 by a clairvoyant named Elsie Wheeler, and they're used to symbolize 0 to 30 degrees of each zodiac sign of the astrological wheel. One other interesting thing of note, this full moon is also known as the strawberry full moon. So, now that I've got that out of the way, this full moon is going to be occurring, like I said, in your second house. The second house is traditionally ruled by Taurus. It is the house of your earning ability, your money, your self-esteem, your possessions. I think of the second house and the contents within it as anything that you could classify, identify, point to, or introduce as mine to someone else would probably qualify as a second house item. It's the things that you care about. It's the things that you have and want closest to you. I am shuffling for you now the Illuminated Tarot deck. This is a deck of cards that the author condensed the major arcana into the minor arcana. So this is a traditional, it can be used as a traditional playing card deck. So I liked it. I thought it was interesting and I want to share it with y'all. So this is the Illuminated Tarot that I'm shuffling for you, like I said. Also going to pull a Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card and a Sacred Rebels Oracle card from Elena Fairchild. And the artwork on that deck is by Autumn Sky Morrison. So the other big energy that is going to be going on with this full moon is that it's occurring in Sagittarius. So Saturn is playing in Sagittarius right now. Saturn is the planet that represents limitation, structure, containment. I think of Saturn as the building code inspector. We have 12 houses on our astrological wheel, and wherever Saturn goes, he is testing the foundation of that house. Right now, it is your second house. So if what you have built your life, your possessions, your earning ability, your self-esteem on, if you've built that stuff on a shaky or an unsolid foundation, then Saturn will shake it to its core. The full moon may be illuminating an area in life where this is occurring for you. Jupiter direct in Libra in that 12th house. The 12th house is the house of secrets. It's traditionally ruled by Pisces. It's the dream space and the subconscious. It is the innermost recesses of the mind. I think of it as, it's a karmic house, but it's the house of repression and limitation, your self-limitation, your self-undoing. It's the house of secrets that are kept from you, secrets that you keep from yourself, and secrets that are kept in general. It's a dark house on the astrological wheel to see. It's the farthest from the light, if you will. So yeah, that's really what's going on that I want to talk to you, at least generally. I'm going to cut the Illuminated Tarot deck for you and pull a card for my lovely Scorpio viewers and friends. I'm a Scorpio rising as well, so this is an interesting reading for me. Had some stuff pop up in my own personal life. Pardon me. But what's new, right? We just had a Scorpio full moon. And I'm still shooting this in May. So, energy is fluid. Okay, you had a card flip over, so that's going to be your card from the deck. I'm also going to cut and pull a card from this deck as well To my new viewers, or those who have never heard me explain it before, when you get an extra card like that, I call it lagniappe. Lagniappe is a word that we use in the state of Louisiana that describes a little something extra. And Louisiana is my adopted home state. I was actually born in Germany in 1980 when there was a West Side. Anyways, let me shuffle the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck for my Scorpio viewers and friends. Okay. This deck, the cards aren't jumping. Well, I just had, how many? 3 fly out? I can't do that many. Sorry. That would make a 40-minute video. Before those cards flew out, though, what had happened was, it's like they were almost wanting to pop, but then going back in. And of course it wasn't straight on camera, so y'all couldn't see it directly, but whenever the cards do that, it makes me think that you're second guessing, or you may be having a hard time making a decision, or it may be that some truth needs to be revealed to you and it is difficult for you to see or accept. Let me cut this Sacred Rebels Oracle deck for my Scorpio viewers and friends. Alright, y'all. There is your Sacred Rebels Oracle card. Now what I'm going to do is hit the pause button, flip these cards over, meditate over the astrology notes that I have for you, and I'll be right back with your story, so hang tight. I'll be right back, Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, I'm back with your cards, so let's go ahead and get started. The first card that I pulled for you is from the Illuminated Tarot deck, and it is the Two of Spades. And this card is representative or reflective of the Hanged Man energy. The Hanged Man it's also known for its association with Neptune. Neptune is addiction, illusion, nebulousness. It is murky waters. This is not the Two of Clubs, this is the Two of Spades. The spades represent sword energy. Swords can be air signs. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it could be that you are dealing with someone that has Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius zodiac affiliation, their sun, moon, rising, whatever major planetary energy going through there. And you are approaching this individual or this situation with the perspective of the Hanged Man. This is freedom from distraction. This is peace through self-discipline. Whenever I see the Hanged Man as well, I see the need for gaining a new perspective. And this too speaks to that second house that we're having the full moon in, that's playing well with Sagittarius. We had a Saturn-Neptune square all throughout 2016, where your second house and your fifth house were warring with one another, not playing well together at all. And that has since dissipated for us. Saturn being in the second house, Neptune being in the fifth house. This could be highlighting that Saturn-Neptune square, issues that may be needing resolved from that situation or from that energy may be coming back around that need to be repaired or reflected upon. Maybe need to gain a new perspective on what happened in 2016. Look at it through a different set of eyes or a different perspective. If you're dealing with someone who has addiction issues and they're disillusioned and there's not a whole lot you can do for them until they're willing to receive the help. The Two of Swords card also has the blindfold on as well. It's the female that's sitting with the two swords crossed across her chest and there's a moon in the background. Isn't that interesting and synchronistic there for you, Scorpio? I've already talked about the second house. Let's talk about Neptune in the fifth house. Neptune, I told you what the planet is associated with. The fifth house is ruled by Leo, traditionally. It is the house of sparks. It's the spark of love, the spark of life, the spark of creation. It's also your social circle, your circle of friends, the people that you hang out with and kick it with on a regular basis. This is where the master or the artist or the craftsman makes their masterpiece. This is where the lovers make their children, and this is where the lovers fall in love. This is the house of romance. This is the house of creation. This is the house of blowing off steam with, like I said, your social circle as well. It's seeking pleasure. So it may be that you need to look at your social circle, or the people that were in your social circle in 2016. And both of the representations of the Two of Swords, either in the Two of Cups in this deck or the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there's a blindfold on it. Maybe that you're not seeing the truth about someone, or they're not seeing the truth about you. It could be either or, just depending. This energy works in both ways. I feel like, though, that if you decide to walk away from this relationship, this situation, this social circle, it will allow for a new burst of energy in that 5th house, and it will allow you to focus on the things that you truly want to focus on, as opposed to running and putting out fires, if you will. And ultimately, the highest aim of this card is peace through self-discipline. So be disciplined enough to remember that only you are truly in control of your peace and your sanity. So you can definitely cut the cord and say, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my monkeys, not my circus, however you want to put it. So next I'm going to talk about the Sacred Rebels Oracle card that I pulled for you. This is the second card in that deck, the Inner Trust card. I feel like that there are some Scorpios out there that are undergoing or dealing with a lot of judgment, and some of it may be coming from your social circle. And for some of you, you're innocent. I mean, this individual could not look more innocent to me. And maybe that's just human bias. But cloaked in white, eyes open, straightforward ahead, unassuming, but demanding in a silent demand for respect and understanding that it is a transaction. This number 2 is once again very indicative of that second house where we are having the full moon playing in Sagittarius. Almost 19 degrees of Sagittarius, full moon. Fiery full moon. Very fiery. Where you're going to be worried about your money, earning ability, self-esteem, playing well with Saturn. So if you've been doing the hard work, then the full moon could be illuminating where there's a lot of growth that's occurring. And that's something that's happening for me. In just the last 28 days, this channel has gained almost 350 to 400 subscribers. So welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank y'all for being here. I really suck for not saying hi and welcome and all that. I just don't want to sound pretentious. Sorry. This card deals with, it's speaking to the full moon in that second house for you, and the fact that you need to follow your gut, follow your instinct. This is the only character that has their eyes open. I mean, even like I said, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, that card with the Two of Swords, she has a blindfold on, and she has 2 swords crossing her chest. This inner trust is exactly what you need to follow to help find the resolution in the situation that may come up around the full moon period for you. Trust your gut, Scorpio. You are very intuitive. You are very capable of receiving intuitive messages and prompts if you are willing to listen to that inner guidance. This card asks that you understand that now is a time for you to trust yourself and to let the real inner you out from behind the veil. You absolutely can trust your intuition over and over and over again. Perhaps this card is indicating that you haven't been trusting your intuition, or that you haven't been trusting that inner knowledge, that inner trust, those inner prompts, and you've been ignoring it, and now the situation is being exposed in the full moon light. This card reminds you that you know what you are doing. Cycles are shifting. Where we were, who we were, are not where we are now and who we are now. We're evolving every day. Things change. Situations change. Time changes everything. Change is the only constant that is certain in this universe. Follow the inner trust, the inner guidance, the intuition, however you want to call it, but trust that prompt when it comes to pruning the garden of your life, the garden of your social circle, the garden of whatever it is that you do. Feed only what feeds you. Do not put any more time or energy or excess resources into things that are not benefiting you in some way. Do not continue to be the martyr. Now, from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card deck, the first card is the Hematite card. It deals with grounding and shadow integration. It can help heal and amplify the lower chakra vibrations. Hematite offers grounding, hope, trust, and integration of shadow. It is especially helpful in times of chaos and stress. You have pulled this card as a reminder that you possess the energy, strength, and courage that you need. Meditate with Hematite to connect deeply to the earth and to surrender to the universe and to feel reassured that all shall be well. Hematite. Grounding and shadow integration. The second card from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck is the Carnelian card, and it deals with courage, vitality, sexuality, and confidence. It can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the sacral chakra. Carnelian is the gem form of caffeine. It puts you into overdrive, giving you the boost that you need to get things done and manifest your dreams, also while kicking your sexuality into high gear. You've pulled this card because it is time to ignite your latent courage, drive, and sexuality. Meditate with Carnelian for bravery, enthusiasm, and motivation. Well, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading, because that's what I've got for you. Just remember, peace through self-discipline. Do not let another person control your blood pressure. Do not let them control your emotions or your response. That is yours and yours alone. I'm sending you a lot of love. I do hope that June is a wonderful month for you. Once again, I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. Please, please, please be kind to yourself, Scorpio, and save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate it so much, and welcome again to the new viewers and subscribers. I'm truly blown away. Actually, by the time I get finished with this Oracle series, I've got a little surprise for y'all. I don't know how many of y'all will be excited about that, but we shall see. Stay tuned. I love y'all. Take care. Namaste. And bye, Scorpio.